Yo, in this video I will explain you how you can sell a high-ticket B2B SaaS solution with Facebook ads. So if today you're finding it difficult to land high-ticket contracts, then by the end of watching this video you will have a bunch of principles that you can apply today to make this easier for you. The first thing you want to look into is positioning. So I helped Noah reposition his product as high ticket to start collecting annual payments upfront. This allowed him to get unstuck with his customer acquisition and close 63k in deals in the first week we've made the changes. And now I want to break down the best practices of applying this across your ad campaigns for your product. It is extremely difficult to sell high ticket if you don't position it right and if you're not showing the ROI behind your product. You want to go for value-based pricing. The idea behind it is if you can clearly demonstrate someone what is the cost of inaction, of not buying your product, and what is the ROI that it delivers, these two combined make it so much easier to land 5 to 15 all the way to 25 or 50k contracts, because if you can demonstrate how you're saving someone 50 grand a month, it doesn't take extraordinary sales skills for you to be able to sell a solution for 2 to 5 grand. And that's how, if you can illustrate how the cost of them not taking any action or their ROI is 10 times bigger than what you're charging, or preferably even 15 times bigger, plus a lot of effort that you are saving them, then you can get away without having any like significant sales skills and still be able to land high ticket contracts. Why I believe so many founders are stuck and not able to consistently land deals which are, let's say, a couple grand a month recurring contracts, or let's say 10 to 30 grand upfront, is because they are trying to talk too much about the features, how many years it took them to develop something, and talk openly about stuff that the prospect does not clearly care about. For you to be able to land such contracts more often, all you got to do is to understand clearly where exactly the prospect is right now, diagnose their problem, understand where they are aiming to get, and then illustrate how your solution is going to enable them to get to this outcome way easier, while also saving them a lot of money and effort. After you identify that, the next thing you want to look into is understanding the right decision makers who to sell your solution to. So there is an interesting story how one of the clients I've been working with, initially they were trying to scale their sustainability solution by selling to chief sustainability officers, and well, technically that made complete logical sense. However, after we understood that we need to, basically we've done the following exercise. We compared all the deals they were able to close within the past year, and then the deals which were able to close quickest and the ones which brought highest LTV without churn. We understood that the deals which close quickest are actually decided not by chief sustainability officer of the company, but by CMOs. And after we've made the change of targeting CMOs instead of sustainability officers, as they turned out to be the key decision makers, the sales cycle went from couple months to just 1 or 2 call closes, just because the key person actually making the decision was there and motivated and interested, and they were the ones deciding on the budget. For you, it typically would make sense to A/B test whether it makes sense to sell your solution through one decision maker or the other. And once you can identify which one makes the most sense with highest LTV, lowest churn, least headache, and quickest sales cycle, you look at all this in your CRM when doing the comparison, and then you target this persona onwards. After you understand which persona you want to target, the next thing you want to understand is you get what you attract. The thing to understand about getting results with ads is that your offer and your creative drive 90% of your results. And here I got a couple of references of some highly performing ads across SaaS today. And one thing I do inside SaaS Camp, my advisory program, is I give all the winning ad templates to my clients as they join, so that instead of them needing to hire different creative agencies, they just have a whole library of all the best performing ads from millions and millions of my clients' ad spend over the past few years. And that's why if you want to save some time and money for yourself, then you can consider applying. So your creative and your offer drive 90% of results. So if you're getting wrong unqualified or price sensitive leads, it's most likely either of this is off. When selling high ticket, you won't attract high quality prospects with unprofessional designs or make money fast claims. Your messaging needs to be on point. You only win their business by showing you understand their problem best, and you get great campaign results if you can illustrate that from a new, different angle. Next one, sales velocity. So now we understand who to target, how to position the product, which ads you want to be using. The next thing is, once you start running campaigns and closing deals, you want to compare the sales velocity across them. So when selling high ticket, the most important aspect most founders overlook is sales velocity. If plan A gets you 10 contracts, gets you 10K contracts, but takes 8 weeks to close, while 3K contracts are one call closes with 1 week cycle, you'll scale your startup a lot faster when optimizing for the highest value deals with quickest velocity. And this is how I got the example here, that imagine if you put 8 weeks of effort into one 10K deal, you collect 10K, comparing with you being able to sign 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different companies when doing 3K deals. You pocketing 14K more as a result. Using conversion API tracking, compare which offers and ad angles brought customers who convert quickest, because you may find out that instead of making your team focus on hunting like the most upmarket expensive deals, you may potentially scale your company a lot quicker if you focus on deals which are slightly less in terms of LTV, but they're just way less headache and much easier for you to close. And finally, after you've done that, you want to maximize your one call closes. So for that, we want to use Trust Gallery and pre-handle people's objections before the call. Trust matters a lot when you do high ticket, because this can result in you closing a contract in days versus years. To maximize your chances of closing a deal in one meeting, you want the heavy lifting to be done before the call. That's why you create a trust gallery where you pre-handle all their objections, get them buy into your unique mechanism, and share the necessary social proof. Thanks to that, sometimes my clients get enterprise prospects to show up to the call and say, we pretty much have all our questions answered, just let us know the next steps. This is the sign of good work done in your customer journey process. And if you want my help getting this designed right, then you can apply to work with me using the link nearby. Appreciate you watching this video, and I think the one which you can also watch after this one would be regarding the scaling your SaaS with Facebook ads and the strategy I use for this one. I'll link it nearby. Appreciate you watching it, and talk soon.